On April 2nd, 2025, during a track meet at Kuykendall Stadium in Frisco, Texas, 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony allegedly fatally stabbed fellow student Austin Metcalf. Witnesses report the altercation began when Metcalf asked Anthony to move from under a team tent. Anthony has been charged with first-degree murder and is currently on house arrest with a $250,000 bond. He claims he acted in self-defense. Both families have launched fundraisers. Anthony's has raised over $431,000 for his legal fees, while Metcalf's has garnered more than $350,000 in his memory.
All right, appreciate that, Monday. Thank you. We'll get back to you in a minute. All right, we got Austin Metcalf and we got Karmelo Anthony. Shout out to the chat, right? So, this young man, the dark-skinned fella, he is Karmelo Anthony. He unalived this guy, right? Now, this guy had a problem with this guy being in the tent, right? Now, I don't know the particulars about this, but I heard, back and forth. I've heard, on one side somebody say it was raining. Is that true? Can we figure out if it was raining or not? Because if it was in fact raining, why would it be an issue for this young man to be in the tent? That's the big question. Because most men I know have played some sort of high school sports, and to allow a young man to sit under your tent that's from a opposing school, that's called good sportsmanship. I don't see any time in any scholastic sports situation or professional even where a student needs to get out of a certain weather or danger or something and they don't welcome them in. That's just being American, right? That's just being American. So if we are now making it an issue that this young man was under a tent and it's justified, like what makes it illegal that he was under that tent? Is there a law? Is there a rule? But anyway, I can almost in my mind picture the problem, right? I could almost in my mind picture the issue. The issue, listen, bro, if it was a girl under that tent, I'm pretty sure Mr. Metcalf wouldn't have had an issue. Right? If it was a handicapped kid under there, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have had an issue. If it was an old lady under there, like a coach from the other team, I'm pretty sure they would not have had an issue. Let's just get to the nitty-gritty of it, and y'all can let me know in the chat if I'm tripping. But I don't see where there would have been any sort of issue on any end. But here we got a young black kid. He probably looks a little rough. He probably looks a little thuggish, to their standard. And we have a young, hormone-enraged football player, white guy, right? And if y'all are like me, y'all have dealt with these situations, right? Y'all have been in these situations and you know what sparks these types of like rage and feelings to make a person say, yo, get your ass out in the rain because you ain't one of us. Right? We know, like, we already play this game. If you've been in America your whole life, you know what this is. If you went to school here, you done felt the same energy. Right? So we ain't gonna say that the initial issue was a race problem, but everything in America, to be honest with you, every issue that we have, if you just chop it down to brass tacks, everything all the way down to the bottom, it's going to lead back to racism in some way, shape, or form. Can't get rid of it, no matter what you do. Right? But anyway, we ain't going to say that, oh, Austin was like, yo, you're black, get out of our tent. But no, he had an issue with it because, like, let's be real, he not on our team, and you're black. You're a thuggish black kid. We don't want you. You're fucking up our vibe. Right? We in this bitch. We listening to goddamn Taylor Swift and MGK and Post Malone. You feel me? and you want to listen to Hot Boy, you want to listen to Kodak, and we ain't got time for that right now. What is the football player doing at the track meet? Does he play? Because he wasn't described as some sort of track star or track runner or track participant. He's a football player. Why is he at the track meet? He got a girlfriend or something at the track meet? Why is he at the track meet? We know why Karmelo was at the track meet. And why is it such a big deal that Melo's under your tent? Right? So let's get to some nitty gritty. Metcalf gets upset that this guy won't leave the tent. Melo tells him, hey, bro, listen, put your hands on me and see what happens. So the guy touched him. He asked him, he like touched him, like play with it. Oh, I'm going to touch you. Then Melo says, yo, now punch me and see what happens. Or push me, this is bystanders word. So it could have been punch or push or whatever. Push me and see what happens. So the guy, I guess, at that point decides that, hey, we're going hands-on with this situation. Because I guess he reached in his bag, too, when he said he reached in his bag and was like, yo, push me and see what happened. Right? And so bruh said, yo, we going hands-on with this. He said, it's time to go hands-on now, I guess. So they start tussling. Cuz pulls out the wiki, the knife, and hit him in the chest and runs off. All right? Now, I'm going to let you know, a push, everybody's talking about it's not self-defense. Let me tell you something. In the black community, we got a thing called I wish a motherfucker would. And you want to know why cuz had the knife with him at the track meet? Bro, you're in Texas. I'm pretty sure majority of the people there had pistols. What are we talking about? You better have something to protect yourself. The Bible says, if you don't have a sword, you better sell your clothes and buy one. So it's better to be with it than be without it. For situations such as now, when somebody tries to assault you or manhandle you and you fear for your life. So he had it for just a situation like this. We got a thing called I wish a motherfucker would. Right? And in America, we got a thing called what? Fuck around and find out. Especially if somebody warns you, stop calling people's bluff. How many people out here lose their life for calling somebody's bluff? For playing, for thinking somebody joking. Right? It just so happened that he wasn't joking. And you put your hands on him. You put your hands on him. So the moment you put your hands on somebody in life, every young man should know this. Football player, basketball player, anybody. The moment you put your hands on somebody, goddamn it, you just took the problem from 1 or from 5 to 25. And in the legal system, at least in a stand your ground state, at that point, a person could do whatever to protect themselves. And I believe Texas is a stand your ground state. I don't know, but let's find out. Let's find out. Hey, Monday, I got a question for you. Is Texas a stand your ground state?
Yes, Texas is a stand your ground state. That means individuals can use force, including deadly force, to defend themselves without a duty to retreat if they believe they're in imminent danger. Anything else you need to know?
Nope, thank you. Texas is a stand your ground state. So you put your hands on me, I can do what I need to do to protect myself. Don't come to me telling me that a push ain't enough to fear for your life. What are you talking about?